Here we go, Newton's Law, fourth down. Peggy, what we got?
Performance versus persona, all right? So Asante Samuel goes at prime time, all right? So Asante Samuel's put out this tweet putting numbers against Deion Sanders' prime time as if it's some comparison of the two. Let's check this out.
Deion played 188 games, 53 interceptions, 3 playoff interceptions, 2 Super Bowls. Asante, 51 interceptions, 7 playoff career interceptions, 2 Super Bowls. 50-plus interception, 94 pass. Please start saying they don't throw his way. Asante, I love you, bro. I love you. I think you're phenomenal. But you're not in time's realm. That's not even close. You're not. Nobody will ever say Asante Samuel and Deion Sanders in the same breath. You were fabulous. That's the greatest corner to ever put on pads and a helmet. The lockdown, where do you think this term came from? Where do you think that term came? Ocho, do you realize where that term came from?
Yeah.
The cover corner, the shutdown corner, the cover one side of the field. When he took sometimes people like, when I say time locked it down, there was no safety in the hole. So if you ran the post, go back and look when he picked it on Rocket Ismail. He got him man to man.
Yeah.
They threw a post with nobody in the hole.
Yeah.
Time ran, jumped over the top of him and picked it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Put the ball up and came back this way with it. Asante, you are fabulous.
Yeah.
You're not time, man. You can put all these stats up. Bro, you're not time. I get it.
So that's what he said. Obviously, he went on. But Asante Samuels responded through Twitter or X and said, "That's your problem, pimp. You are also brainwashed, Shannon Sharp. I'm not worried about what everyone perceives to be true. Like yourself, I stand on fact, and you've yet to talk about the facts. You can easily be manipulated just like everyone has because of marketing. I bet you won't debate me. Big facts." So, Cam, Asante Samuels, obviously the numbers are close. He had...
Hold on. Because play the video.
I'm just asking you, find the general manager, find the head coach, find the receiver, because he's talking like he was that. I guarantee you, when you find somebody that say he's a top 10 cornerback, if we go back and study history, top 10 corner. So we got Time, we got Reeves, we got Mel Blount, we got Rod Woodson, we got Darrell Green, we got Aeneas Williams, we got Mel Blount. Okay, that's 7 right there.
6.
Where are we going to put him?
Keep it going,
in the list of all time and the history of the NFL?
Right.
Is he cracking the top 10?
Keep going. Hold on. Keep going. Cause this is the one that got to me.
They're quiet.
Keep going.
That's your homeboy. He from Florida. I want you to tell me. You tell me. There have been a lot of guys. But number 2-1 is at the front of the line.
Yeah.
He talking like he in that group. Look, we go into a room in the Hall of Fame. Okay. We go into a room. We all into a room. But there are certain guys at certain tables. We in the room, but we not at that table. He not even in the room. He on the outside. Hey, y'all know I played, right? Yeah, but this for big dog.
Not low dog. Come on in the room.
It was a quote that he said in that same video. Your own son wouldn't say that you better than prime time. And that's a nut kicker right there. That's a knee slapper.
And nut crack.
That's a cheek clincher.
Got her. Right in the schnoz.
But, bro, Asante, come on up here, bro. I seen the video, I done seen all the content and the context behind it, and you do have a valid point. It is something that you have to think about it. If you want to speak facts, yes, he's right. he can go toe for toe with a guy like Deion Sanders. But what Deion Sanders brought to the game, Asante Samuels, you didn't. And that's the unfortunate part. Because the title of this 4th and 1 debate is really persona versus performance. And you can go back in the history of time of any athlete, and the ones that are generational, the ones that are transcending athletes, they have the dynamic duo of having a persona, and that persona is matched with performance.
All right.
Asante, you just didn't have the persona. And not to add in another caveat that Deion Sanders impacted the game was special teams. Asante Samuels didn't really have that type of impact.
So let me ask you this. If Deion was not prime time Deion, do you think the debate would be closer? Do you think that persona, or was his play just a lot different? Because if we look at these stats, this is what we're going to say. Total pass, this is Asante Samuels. Total passes defended, all right, was 161.
Yep.
He had 51 interceptions, 113 pass breakups, all right?
Bro, it's like...
But I got to give you primes, though. Total pass defended 94, 53 interceptions, 41 PBUs, all right? So, but Deion had a higher percentage of INT rate, which was 56 versus Asante 31%. But like Shannon Sharp said, people strategized against Deion.
Man, let's keep it black and white, bro. Like, let's show these statistics and these facts. Asante, you don't sell. Like, did you have your own shoe? Did you have a iconic moment before the draft? Did you cross over into other sports? Must be the money. Like, did you have those iconic moments that if somebody else becomes a rapper, it's just them becoming a rapper? But the fact that Shaq was a rapper is like, oh, now that's a big deal. The fact that Shaq was in Kazam, oh, that's a big deal. It's like, yo, Kobe rapped.
Yeah.
Like those guys, Michael Jordan was a movie star.
But what does that have to do with what he did on
It's
the field?
the persona, Peggy.
So that's what you
That's
saying.
why
That's
we
why he's
that's
in the
why
Hall of
we
Fame.
celebrate prime time more so than Asante Samuel. And it's sad, but it's true. Like if Asante Samuel walks into anywhere, everybody would be like, who's that guy? That's that, bro. And I already liked you. I liked you even more when you was making your point. Cause that Fort Lauderdale 954 was oozing out the video. I love that, bro. But if we talking facts, it's like, bro, Deion Sanders was more than just a football player or a baseball player, bro. Like, he represented the culture. Like, you played for a multitude of teams, one of those teams being Atlanta. I played against Asante Samuel.
So what was it?
I knew Asante to be a cornerback that could lock down a receiver.
Okay.
He was a guy that was going to take chances. But the ingredient that he was missing that Deion had was persona. Like the Deion Sanders aura. Last time I saw Deion was at the Super Bowl. Man, it was like, bruh, this dude walked in looking like it. He had the iced out whistle. He had the shades. He had, hey, dog, let me tell you how it is, dog. Hey, man, that's prime.
But I gotta get you on this part though, Cam. Him, prime time on the field versus Asante Samuel. Was it, okay, stats might have done this, but Deion did a lot of things that didn't show up on the stat sheet. Just like what Shannon Sharp said, he locked down a whole entire side of the field. Versus Asante, that wasn't, people were still throwing it Joe way. People didn't want to throw it Deion's way. Like, so even when I'm thinking about these numbers, I feel like the difference between the two, they didn't even want to go Deion's direction.
But there's times where they didn't want to go Asante's way too, so you can't say that.
Are you like? But was it?
Because I'm telling you, like Asante Samuel was a person that you had to respect, so he wasn't a slop there.
Yeah.
Like, let's be mindful. Like, from a player who's played against Asante Samuel, he was not a pushover.
So what your argument is saying is pretty much Deion and Asante the same type of guy.
Yes, but what I'm also saying is this is not anything to do with on-field performance, and that's why he is.
So you're proving Asante right because he pretty much said you all are manipulated by the marketing.
Add in all factors. Add in on-field performance and off-field performance, and that's why he's celebrated as such.
So we got a few people that can persona versus performance. So we got a Warren Sapp versus John Randall. Warren Sapp, 196 games,
Yes.
96 sacks, 19 forced fumbles, 7 Pro Bowls, 1 Super Bowl. John Randall, 206 games, 137 sacks, 29 forced fumbles, 7 Pro Bowls, 0 Super Bowls.
Man,
Hold on, I got this one. This one might be good too. The Marshall Faulk versus Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin, out of 168 games, has 14,000 rushing yards, 90 touchdowns, 5 Pro Bowls, 1 Super Bowl appearance. Marshall Faulk, all right, greatest show on turf, 176 games, 12,279 rushing yards, 100 touchdowns, 7 Pro Bowls, 1 Super Bowl win. So when you got these names, also Ray Lewis versus London Fletcher, they have similar stats. But when you have these type of brand names, personas versus other players that were good,
yes.
is it wrong that these people get all of this recognition?
And some players are Hall of Famers and
some are not.
And it's because of the persona.
So your persona will get you a gold jacket over just
Not only your persona. See, that's what we're missing. I'm like, the dynamic duo here, Peggy, is what I'm saying.
So you need 2 to go through.
You need 2 to be elevated to a transcending athlete.
Okay.
Like Michael Jordan's persona was larger than life. He didn't necessarily have to talk. And in most cases, he got scrutinized for not talking about social issues. Start talking about things that we need black people to speak up on. He didn't do that. But we still go and buy his shoes.
Because he said, I'm the greatest, I'm going to do this, I'm going to win, his focus.
But he donated a lot of money that people ain't talking about either.
He just opened up another hospital.
So a lot of these things that we always scrutinize the individual player. We always scrutinize the LeVar Balls. Yeah. We always scrutinize the Terrell Owens.
They scrutinize you. You said which one, Super Bowl ring or MVP?
The MVP.
But it's going to help you eat later on in life.
Man, bro, listen to me, dog. Like, we're gonna hang our hat on the facts, or we're going to hang our hat on the morals that ain't nobody sticking to. Because it's like, yo, you look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady has an aura, has a persona. Yeah. The Tom Brady that was in Tampa Bay was not the same Tom Brady that was the 2-time, Super Bowl winner. Yeah. He evolved into this person that we've seen.
I would say that comparable to what you say, Aaron Rodgers even versus Drew Brees.
Come on, man.
Aaron Rodgers got this persona. Drew Brees is like, oh, he still won a Super Bowl.
He's a
great guy.
He's a good guy. He's a likable guy.
Yeah.
But being a likable guy ain't always good for long-term longevity. Yeah. And that's my argument there. Now, I'm not saying, and this, I can hear the comments now. Man, this is coming from a very individualistic person. Yeah. This is the same person that said, I came into a league where I see myself as an entertainer and icon. This is the same person that said, give me the MVP over the Super Bowl. But listen, individual success is needed in order for the team to win.
That's true. It starts with you.
It starts with holding yourself accountable.
Yeah.
Mr. 50, Locha Polka. I need Peggy to be the best version of Peggy.
Well, what about this? We got one that just last submission that came in. Cam Newton versus Andy Dalton. Cam Newton, 158 games, 32,382 passing yards, 5,000 rushing yards, 190 TDs, and 1 MVP. Well, they didn't put rushing TDs on that. But Andy Dalton, 145 games, 35,226 passing yards, 1,387 rushing yards, which is a big difference, and 232 TDs, 0 MVP, 0 Super Bowl appearances.
When did you get these yards? How did you get them? Did you have any awards to back that? When you think of a guy like Kirk Cousins probably thrown for more yards, and he can compare statistics versus statistics. But it's like, yo, first pick of the draft, rookie of the year, Heisman, national champ, took a team to the All-Pro, Pro Bowl. Need I go?
Yeah.
A lot of superlatives, postseason superlatives.
And that's what
So
separates
it's like, yo,
Asante
game time versus any other. Like, yeah, you can accumulate statistics, but when are those statistics being done? Prime time got his name because he performed
in prime time. And I think that's what separates him and Asante Samuel.
That's the persona. It's like, yo, you know I'm gonna show out.
When the
You know
lights
I'm
are
gonna go
bright.
out and show out when the lights are the brightest.
Yeah.
That's the persona. That's
That's
man,
when you make your name.
Man, come on. Monday Night Boog, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, come and holler at me, man, when everybody get nervous. When everybody start clenching their cheeks.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, yo, bro, like, let's rock and roll. Give me the ball.
Yeah.
I need it. Trust me. I don't bet on nobody. I bet everything on me because I've done that so many times in my life and I've won. So that's what statistics can be skewed a little bit. And that's what I'm trying to say to Asante. It's like, yo, bro, like those statistics can go hand in hand, but like, bro, the common denominator with that is the statistics that are at hand doesn't match the persona of the person too.
It's not a full scope.
Like Jerry Rice, bro, even though he was a good guy, bro, he had a persona about it.
Yeah, that dog in him too, yeah.
So let's look at this list where we went outside of the game of football, right? Kobe gets celebrated, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But what about a guy like Tim Duncan,
Still got
a boxer or a fighter?
Yeah.
We praise Conor McGregor, rightfully so. But what about Khabib,
Yeah.
who's more decorated, but he's not the loud, you know what I mean,
rambunctious,
person that just walks around selling suits, dreams, and proper 12.
Yeah.
Ali, Joe Frazier.
Yeah. Went down to the wire.
Like, come on. Like, bro, you look at Roger Federer and Nadal, and then you look at Novak.
Yeah.
Like, that, bro, you can go, it's multiple examples around sports that we can say they had the performance, but not the persona.
Yeah.
Being a likable guy can get you up into a point, but not transcend the sport. Last thing for me is
What you got?
what transcends the sport as a game changer. That's not to say that Asante Samuel was not a game changer. When somebody goes to try to find a version of you, prime time, folks had to go draft. Man, we need to go get us one of them.
We need him.
Asante was even drafted because he potentially was a prime.
Prime time, yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this aura that he has, there's no denying the fact of individuality.
And we ain't even going punt returns and all that.
That's what I'm saying.
We
Like,
ain't
you're not even
touched that
fact.
part.
Like, so statistics can be skewed a little bit,
Yeah.
not looking at the big scope. Like, you're looking through the peephole.
Because that's just like somebody judge you of like, well, Cam threw for these amount of yards. It's like, well, how many rushing yards? How many rushing touchdowns? Because those add points too.
Man, the thing that Shannon Sharp spoke on, obviously he's a Hall of Famer, but at the point of his playing career, he owned every single tight end record known to man. That's what records are known for, just so we can document that.
Yeah.
And when you add whoever, the flex is, bro, I can compete with anybody. Look at my whole body of work. Don't just look at a section of my work. You feel me?
Facts.
And the persona of primetime is no denying or debating how great he was. He represented and stood on what he believed in. Some good, some bad, but most of all, it was something that impacted the culture and people.
Polarizing.
Just that.
Yeah.
So Asante, dog, like, man, that argument is very valid, but there's also some things that is not being mentioned because of the challenge of the debate.
Yeah.
Did we make our point, Peggy?
I think you did, bud.